Welcome to Timeless Stoic Learning. Have you ever noticed how the most powerful waves in the ocean are the ones that move silently beneath the surface? Just like those waves, there's a revolution happening in the business world, one that doesn't announce itself with fanfare, but transforms everything in its wake. Welcome to the quiet revolution, Sigma women in leadership roles. I'm here to talk about something that's changing the face of leadership, one quiet victory at a time. You see, while everyone's been focused on the loudest voice in the room, Sigma women have been quietly rebuilding the very foundation of what leadership means. We're not looking for applause, we're looking for results. What makes a Sigma woman leader different? It's simple. We lead through actions, not announcements. We don't need to dominate every conversation to make our presence felt. Our strength lies in our ability to observe, analyze, and act with precision. We're witnessing a fundamental shift in how leadership manifests itself in today's world. Sigma women are revolutionizing leadership, not with grand speeches, but with undeniable results. We're moving beyond the outdated notion that leadership requires constant visibility or assertive dominance. Instead, we're introducing a new paradigm where actions eclipse words and impact outweighs image. Consider how Sigma women approach decision-making. While others might rush to be the first to speak, we observe, analyze, and then deliver solutions that others might have missed. Our strength lies in our ability to see the whole chessboard while others are focused on their next move. Take Sarah, a tech startup founder. She never dominated team meetings or sought the spotlight. Instead, she built her company's success through careful observation, strategic planning, and empowering her team members to shine. Her approach turned a small startup into a market leader, all while maintaining her authentic, quiet leadership style. What makes our leadership style unique? It's our ability to transform challenges into opportunities without drawing attention to the process. Build deep, meaningful connections through active listening. Make decisions based on thorough analysis rather than quick reactions. Lead by example rather than directive. The business world is beginning to recognize that the most effective leaders aren't always the most vocal. Sigma women are proving that leadership can be powerful without being loud, influential without being imposing. As we continue to break the silence, we're not just changing how we lead, we're transforming the very definition of leadership. Our quiet revolution is creating spaces where thoughtful consideration trumps quick reactions, where measured responses carry more weight than momentary boldness. Remember, in a world that celebrates noise, our silence speaks volumes. And that's exactly how we're redefining leadership, one quiet victory at a time. Through our actions, we're not just participating in leadership, we're revolutionizing it, making space for different types of leaders to emerge and succeed. Leadership doesn't always roar, sometimes it whispers through results. As Sigma women, we've discovered that true power lies not in commanding attention, but in commanding respect through consistent excellence and quiet determination. Our approach to leadership breaks traditional boundaries. We don't believe in artificial limits or predefined boxes. Instead, we create our own paths, often achieving extraordinary results while others are busy announcing their intentions. This isn't about being silent. It's about being strategic with our energy and impact. Look at Elena, a global operations director. She transformed her department not through motivational speeches or flashy initiatives, but through methodical improvements and unwavering attention to detail. Her team's productivity soared 200% in 2 years, setting new industry standards. Why? Because she focused on empowerment rather than enforcement. The essence of our leadership style stems from turning limitations into launching pads for innovation, creating impact through careful observation and precise action, building sustainable success rather than quick wins, empowering others while remaining true to our authentic selves. We're proving every day that leadership has no bounds when you lead with purpose rather than ego. Our influence doesn't come from authority. It comes from our ability to enact meaningful change while staying true to our nature. What's remarkable about Sigma women is our capacity to transform organizations from within. We don't need spotlights or podiums. Our work becomes our voice, our results become our platform, and our integrity becomes our legacy. The quiet power we possess isn't just changing companies, it's reshaping entire industries. We're showing the world that effective leadership doesn't need to follow a traditional playbook. Instead, it can flow from authenticity, strategic thinking, and unwavering dedication to excellence. This is our moment to redefine power in leadership, not as something that constrains or demands, but as a force that transforms and elevates quietly, effectively, and without limits. Every significant transformation begins with a subtle shift. We, as Sigma women leaders, understand that real change doesn't need spotlights. It needs strategy, patience, and unwavering determination. From the shadows of traditional leadership models, we're crafting a new narrative of success. Our leadership style thrives in the space between visibility and impact. While others chase the limelight, we focus on building foundations that last. This isn't about hiding, it's about choosing our moments with precision and purpose. We understand that true influence doesn't diminish when we step away from center stage. Take Maria, who revolutionized her tech company's culture without ever holding a company-wide meeting. Through one-on-one connections, strategic project choices, and consistent results, she created a ripple effect that transformed their entire approach to innovation. Her methods weren't flashy, but they were undeniably effective. The shadow doesn't symbolize weakness. It represents our strategic advantage. We see patterns others miss while they're busy performing leadership. Our ideas gain strength through refinement rather than immediate exposure. We build influence through respect rather than authority. Our impact sustains long after the spotlight has moved on. This transformation from the shadows is reshaping what leadership looks like. We're proving that you don't need to be the loudest voice to drive the biggest changes. Instead, our strength comes from our ability to observe, analyze, and act with precision. The beauty of our approach lies in its sustainability. While others exhaust themselves maintaining a leadership persona, we conserve our energy for meaningful impact. Our focus isn't on being seen as leaders, it's on actually leading. From these shadows, we're not just participating in leadership, we're fundamentally restructuring it. We're showing that the most profound changes often come from those who understand that true power doesn't need announcement. It needs strategic application. This is how we transform leadership, not by seeking shadows, but by mastering the art of impactful change, regardless of visibility. A revolution is unfolding in boardrooms, startups, and organizations worldwide, not with proclamations or power plays, but through the measured, intentional actions of Sigma women who are ushering in a new era of leadership. We're witnessing the emergence of leaders who understand that impact isn't measured in decibels, but in lasting change. This new era challenges the notion that effective leadership must be loud, assertive, or constantly visible. Instead, we're demonstrating that thoughtful analysis and strategic action often yield better results than quick decisions and loud announcements. Consider Jennifer, who leads a global sustainability initiative. Without grand announcements or media attention, she's implemented changes that reduced her company's carbon footprint by 40%. Her approach? Careful planning, data-driven decisions, and genuine collaboration. Her results speak volumes, even though she rarely raises her voice. The hallmarks of this new leadership era include valuing depth over display in decision-making, creating change through consistent measured actions, building influence through expertise rather than exposure, prioritizing long-term impact over immediate recognition. What makes this era different is our approach to power. We don't seek to dominate conversations, we aim to elevate outcomes. Our leadership isn't about controlling others, it's about creating environments where innovation and excellence naturally flourish. The workplace is evolving to recognize that the most effective leaders aren't always the most visible. We're showing that leadership can be subtle, yet significant, quiet, yet compelling. Our rise isn't marked by dramatic upheavals, but by steady, meaningful progress. This new era of silent leadership is rewriting the rules of success. We're proving that you don't need to announce your presence to make an impact. Instead, your work, your decisions, and your results create a legacy that speaks for itself. The rise of Sigma women marks a fundamental shift in how leadership is perceived and practiced. We're not just changing leadership styles, we're transforming the very essence of what it means to lead. In a world that often mistakes volume for value, Sigma women are proving that understated excellence is truly unstoppable. We're redefining success not through self-promotion, but through undeniable results and unwavering dedication to our vision. What makes us unstoppable isn't our ability to command attention, it's our capacity to drive change regardless of recognition. We don't need external validation to know our worth or to continue pushing boundaries. Our strength comes from within, fueled by clear vision and unwavering purpose. Meet Rachel, a research director who transformed her field without ever giving a keynote speech. While others focused on building their personal brands, she focused on building groundbreaking solutions. Her team's innovations have saved countless lives, yet few know her name. That's the essence of understated leadership. The impact matters more than the recognition. Key elements that make our approach unstoppable: persistence without the need for praise, innovation driven by purpose, not publicity, strength that flows from authenticity, leadership that empowers rather than overshadows. The understated nature of our leadership style is precisely what makes it so powerful. We're not hindered by the need to maintain an image or constantly prove our worth through words. Instead, we let our accomplishments build our reputation naturally. Our approach to leadership isn't about being invisible, it's about being intentional. Every action, every decision, every achievement builds upon the last, creating an unstoppable momentum that doesn't rely on constant attention or approval. This combination of being unstoppable yet understated is transforming workplaces across the globe. We're showing that true leadership isn't about how much attention you can attract, but how much positive change you can create. Remember, being understated doesn't mean being undervalued. Our impact is felt deeply, even if our presence isn't loudly announced. That's the true measure of unstoppable leadership, the ability to create lasting change while staying true to our authentic selves. A fundamental transformation is taking place in the world of leadership. It's not marked by grand declarations or public displays of power. Instead, it's driven by Sigma women who understand that lasting change comes from consistent, purposeful action. This revolution isn't just changing how we lead today. It's permanently reshaping leadership for future generations. We're dismantling outdated notions that equate leadership with dominance, replacing them with a model based on strategic thinking, genuine influence, and measurable results. Consider Diana, who transformed a struggling division into her company's most innovative unit. She didn't announce her plans or seek approval. Instead, she systematically identified problems, implemented solutions, and built a culture of excellence. 3 years later, her methods are being adopted company-wide, not because she promoted them, but because they work. The revolutionary elements of our leadership approach include creating sustainable change through methodical improvement, building influence through expertise and results, leading with integrity rather than authority, transforming challenges into opportunities without fanfare. What makes this revolution permanent is its foundation in results rather than rhetoric. We're not just changing leadership styles, we're fundamentally altering how success is measured and achieved. Our approach proves that effective leadership doesn't require self-promotion or constant visibility. The impact of this silent revolution extends beyond individual careers or organizations. We're creating a new blueprint for leadership that values substance over style, impact over image, and results over recognition. This isn't a temporary shift. It's a permanent evolution in how leadership is understood and practiced. As Sigma women, we recognize that the most profound changes often happen quietly. We're not leading this revolution with manifestos or movements. We're leading it through consistent excellence, strategic thinking, and unwavering commitment to our principles. This revolution is changing leadership forever because it's built on something more substantial than trends or techniques. It's built on proven results and lasting impact. Sigma women embody a unique form of leadership that thrives in silence and strength. Rather than seeking validation through words or titles, they lead through action, allowing their deeds to resonate louder than their voices. This quiet leadership unveils a powerful authenticity, often overshadowed in a world enamored by overt displays of dominance and charisma. At the core of their approach is a deep sense of self-awareness. Sigma women understand their values, strengths, and goals, which enables them to move with clarity and purpose. They do not feel the need to conform to societal norms or seek approval from others. Instead, their confidence stems from an intrinsic belief in their abilities and a commitment to their vision. This self-possession often inspires those around them to reflect on their own paths, fostering a ripple effect of self-improvement and determination. Their leadership style is marked by an ability to listen intently and observe keenly. Sigma women are skilled at identifying what others need, often before it is expressed, and they act thoughtfully to address those needs. This empathetic yet proactive approach allows them to build trust and rapport without demanding attention. By creating solutions rather than highlighting problems, they set a standard of productivity and integrity. Moreover, their actions speak to their values. Whether it's standing firm on a principle, supporting a cause quietly but effectively, or leading by example in challenging situations, Sigma women demonstrate that leadership does not require a spotlight. Their influence grows naturally, rooted in respect, earned through consistency and sincerity. In a culture where loudness is often mistaken for leadership, Sigma women challenge the norm by showing that quiet strength can be just as compelling, if not more so. Their leadership is not about commanding, it's about inspiring, making them catalysts for meaningful and lasting change.